What's up, YouTube? Zero here. Welcome to the place where gamers, witches, wizards, and superheroes unite. Today, I'm going to be taking on the Tormented Limbs in Tales of Arise. Now, first, full disclosure, I'm actually sucking on a cough drop right now because it's allergy season for me and my throat is dry as anything. So I'm trying to keep it a little bit loose so I can talk throughout the entire video. In this video, you're going to see the Tormented Limb epic boss battle. I'm going to be playing as Alphen. I know a lot of my most recent videos, I've been playing as either Dohalim or Rinwell. So in this gameplay, you're going to see some Alphen gameplay. I know it's been a while, but Alphen is back. And I'm going to give you some simple tips and tricks to more easily defeat the Tormented Limbs. First thing to note, in my party, I'm playing as Alphen. I also have Rinwell, Xion, and Kisara. Second thing to note is that I equipped or made it so each of these AI characters can't use any moves that are not either healing, so really Xion's going to be the healer, but Kisara does have a move that can heal herself, or light-based attacks. That's because the Tormented Limbs is weak to light-based attacks. You'll see throughout this video that while I am using Alphen, I use Lightning Thrust, which is a light-based attack. On top of that, Lightning Thrust also is a great move that takes you up into the air. That can get you a combo with Alphen, so that's awesome as well. If you have a move like Lunar Roundo, which I utilize a lot in this gameplay, or Stardust, two very amazing moves when you're in the air. You can utilize that in combination with the Lightning Thrust, so you get that weak damage against the Tormented Limbs, and then you throw in a nice combo move while you're in the air. The Tormented Limbs doesn't bring anything new to the table in terms of boss battles. We've seen a lot of these moves before. He charges, which when he charges, his claws, talons, Tormented Limbs are gonna light up pink. He does shoot out poison, and you just saw there that his claws will light up green when he shoots out poison. He has a combo attack in which he swipes 3 times, where I found that if you dodged one of the first swipes, don't go for a counterattack. I did it a few times where I would dodge the first swipe, then perfect counterattack, because when you perfect evade, you have an opportunity for a counterattack. Well, when I did that, his second and third swipe would hit me. So it's pointless to go for a counterattack after the first swipe, and I would recommend just ignoring counterattacking in this battle if you are playing like me as Alphen. Now, when you're around him, you saw he just did a spinny move. We could call it the Tormented Limbs Lunar Roundo. So something you want to be aware of, that when you are near him, he can do that. He also has a forehead that shoots out a laser, so you want to be aware of that. When he is shooting that though, it does give you a perfect opportunity to get some hits against the Tormented Limb behind him. You can see his weak point is on his face, so you may want to target that, get a little bit more damage, because on top of having all of your characters equipped with a light type move, you can hit that weak point and deal even extra damage. But you have to be careful when he does go down. It can be your opportunity to strike. Just make sure that you're not near him when he goes into beast mode, because when he goes into beast mode, he does start to deal a ton of damage. Now, he does have a teleport that we just saw. He goes into this purplish pink ball, purple, pink, whatever you want to call it. Might be red, I don't know, could be gray if you're colorblind. He goes into this ball, then he teleports. It gives you an opportunity to understand that he's about to teleport. As long as you are dodging, you should be able to easily avoid the teleport. Just pay attention to that. Now, there are certain instances when I do back away from the Tormented Limbs, that when you're as Alphen, utilize Demon Fang. I've said this about Alphen in previous videos, particularly the Dohalim video, where Demon Fang can deal a ton of damage and do a lot of good damage while keeping Alphen at a distance from the enemy. Now, when his limbs are about to light pink and he's about to charge, if Kisara is alive and you have her boost attack, utilize that in order to stop the Tormented Limbs from charging. You can also utilize Alphen's boost attack, of course, his amazing fire sword. Who doesn't love wielding a fire sword? To stagger the Tormented Limbs so you can get a couple of easy hits off on him. Now, if you are coming into this battle, there's a good chance that, like me, your teammates, the AI, are going to go down at some point. So it may be good just to bring a few life bottles, orange gel, so Xion can heal and resurrect the team. Because the AI, sometimes they just like getting hit. Let's be honest. They literally stand right in front of these green balls and say, "I dare you to hit me." And then the Tormented Limbs hits them. And then they're like, "Haha, you hit me once, but I dare you to hit me again." And then he does it, and they go down. And they wonder why they're losing their health. I don't know. It's like the AI doesn't understand what a dodge is. All you have to do, dodge to the side, AI. It's not that hard. You see, perfect evade on one of his green toxic orbs. I just do it and get lucky. I was just randomly dodging and luckily got a perfect evade. Now again, even though you may be getting perfect evades against the Tormented Limb, it may not be in your best interest to counterattack, because if you counterattack while this beast is in the middle of a combo, you may end up getting hit and it's gonna do more harm than good. Outside of that, this battle wasn't too bad. You just don't want to get hit by the charge because it hits like a truck, brick wall, whatever metaphor you want to use, it hits damn hard. Now what I'm doing is I'm just letting Xion resurrect me because I want to use my CP instead of my life bottle. And then I will refill my CP eventually. But I'd rather sometimes Xion to revive me when I know she's going to revive me. As the battle starts to lessen and get down and some of my teammates start to die, I start to switch them out just because I don't want Xion to utilize CP to resurrect my allies. I'd rather her just continue to heal our allies. Unfortunately, when I do that, I didn't change the move set for Law and Dohalim to where they're only using light type attacks. Granted, I'm not even sure Dohalim gets light type attacks because he's a Renin, and Renins are not able to use the light type attacks. They use dark type attacks. So I'm not sure if Dohalim is actually able to have any. He does have a bunch of dark type attacks, which is actually something you want to avoid because the Tormented Limbs resist dark type attacks. Just something to note if you are utilizing a character or if you're trying to decide what moves to allow the AI to use and what moves to not let them use. You do not want your AI to utilize dark type attacks if they can be avoided. Stick to light, get rid of dark. Outside of that, again, this wasn't too bad. I did use a couple more items than I normally like to utilize in a boss battle, but I was utilizing Alphen, and playing as a closer range character does make pretty much every battle a little bit harder. But who doesn't want to play as the protagonist? I got some fancy wings on Alphen, which makes him look even cooler. And there you have it. We have almost defeated the Tormented Limbs. But let me know in the comments section if you've taken down this boss. If you haven't gotten to this point, how are you liking the story? What character are you currently playing as? Or if you've been bouncing around, who's your favorite character to play as? Currently, Me personally, I love playing as Dohalim, but again, as I said, Dohalim doesn't have any light type attacks, so for most of this battle, I just kept him on the bench because he wouldn't provide much in terms of increased damage. I wanted to have my party full of characters who are going to deal out massive amounts of damage to the Tormented Limbs, so I can make the battle a little bit easier. But so far, Dohalim has been my favorite character to play as. But let me know in the comments section what you're thinking about Tales of Rise, how far you've gotten, and who your favorite character is to main in this game so far. Now again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Tales of Arise content, and do a bunch of other video game videos and mystery box unboxing videos. So feel free to check those out as well. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.